Football Friday Night, proudly brought to you by these sponsors.
Is it time? I believe it is.
It's time.
It's finally here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you can hear the folks clapping down the studio there. We get into Football Friday Night with some good words from Frank, where we left off last year. The air was hot. A breeze there was not. A roar rose from the packed stands as the ball sailed toward the receivers' waiting hands. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Football Friday Night. I'm Ben Jones, and of course, I did not write that.
I'm Frank Malloy, and I did. I kept it brief, okay?
Yes, you did.
All right, we're ready to party. That includes Sammy and Adam. They're hanging out over there. But as always, we begin with Mr. Jones.
Yep, we begin tonight at the home of Kaolin, the home of the world-famous Dairy Lane, and the home of the very first Tailgate 13 show of 2026. Thanks for having us out. We had a blast. Two state champion powerhouses collided tonight. Trojans of John Millage, the Eagles of Brentwood. To Sandersville we go. That one was longer, yes.
It was.
And away we go. Lane Rhodes will give it to Jamel Cooper, who stiff arms for some extra yards. And we are underway. Now, Asa Wall into traffic. Uh-oh, a little cough up already early, but it's inside the red zone. That one kind of hurts. Jackson Bragg pounces. It is a Brentwood ball. Huge crowd on hand tonight. Baylor Cobb drops back, looking or just giving his man time to get downfield. It was the latter. A bomb to Quez Collins in stride. Ain't catching him. 78 yards. Eagles strike first, 7-0 Brentwood. Back to the Trojans. Hard to bring down a Wall. Asa Wall shoving and grunting for good yards. That's a big dude right there. All right, now Wall, except for no, it's a reverse. And here comes Cooper to the right. And we are tied. Make 7 up yours. Yes, sir. Later Brentwood punt. Blocked. And whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, it's number 2. Parks Higham picks it up. And boy, is he going to be pumped about it, and he should be, because he just put his team in position for this. Cooper around the outside, and he's going to wheel it on in. It is now 14-7 JMA. Trojans at it again. Watch Wall after this catch. Oh, but he's okay. He's okay. Another, it's Wall, no, it's a reverse play. Cooper, he is off to the races, but he steps out right there, and he is upset with himself about that. One more Asa Wall acrobatics. Boom! How about that? In for 6. I left before half. It was 21-7 JMA at the time. FFN scoreboard. And it was a big one there, 31-7. Big crowd tonight. A lot of fun. Football is back.
Oh, Asa Wall is going to be hurting in the morning.
He is.
It's a good hurt. All right. Eagles and Knights clashing tonight on the campus of Windsor Academy. Defending 4A state champion Stratford Eagles tackling the Windsor Knights. And away we go to Knights Field. Here come the defending state champions. And the Windsor Knights looking to make their mark. And these folks, I think we're each taking each other's picture. All right, first quarter.
So.
Tucker Johnston hands off to Aaron Jefferson. And the big fella's rolling.
Coming
and rumbling. And gliding into the end zone for a touchdown. Just like that, Stratford strikes quickly, and it's 7-0. Then the Stratford defense, Hunter McGregor, boom, nice move there, but Tate Johnston wrapped him up and would not let him go. Windsor head coach Dylan Bass wants to find out where his team stands, playing a much bigger school. But the Knights defense. Watch Jaquan Lewis with a nice break and comes up with the interception. Watch the referee come in. Yeah, that's a catch. That's an interception.
It's official.
Turnover for the Knights, but Windsor's offense could not get on track because the Stratford defense was stout. Watch Darden Myers roaring through with the sack of Heath Woodard right there to stop the Windsor drive. Then the Eagles offense goes back to work. Tucker Johnston, watch this pitch and catch. Perfection. Right in the hands of Joshua Butts, Play of the Day nominee. I'm not sure of all the celebrations and the different moves, but I'm just going to document them.
New year, new celebration.
Paul Carroll's team playing well. More Stratford offense. Again, it's Tucker Johnston, the left-hander. This time to Miles. Cobb makes a nice catch, breaks that tackle.
Coming at you.
And coming at me, and then cuts back this way. And he's going to find his way into the end zone. And some more celebratory moves coming your way. Eagles fly away with an opening night win. 35-7 is your final. All right, Sammy. All right, Adam. Take it away.
Oh, man, it feels good to be back, doesn't it? And
really
we're welcoming in Adam, his first FFN. Oh, cannot wait.
Really excited to be here.
Finally here. And now we're going to go over to the west side of Macon, to Cavalier Fields. We're there earlier today. We're going back. Another Central Georgia clash. Mount DeSales hosting Central Fellowship Christian to open the season. And this is a battle we've been looking at this week. Two new head coaches leading the charge. Robert Slocum returns to the sidelines for the Cavs, while Ted Bellflower takes over the lead for the Lancers. CFCA receives the kick. Lancers QB Carter Welch looking for a spot, but he finds some Cavaliers. Benny Perkins knocks him out of bounds for the loss. Potential play of the week right here. CFCA punting away. Bryson Harrell goes one way, goes the other way, and we already know he's going all the way to the end zone. Rock with us here, okay? It's my first time back on the sidelines. But that is a touchdown. Number 7 put 7 on the board after the PAT for Mount DeSales. Later in the second quarter, MDS forced to punt, and CFCA comes up with the block. Okay, special teams, we see you. Lancers knocking on the door for the first time tonight. We take a break here to look at the beautiful sunset. It was stunning on a fine football Friday night. Back to the regularly scheduled programming. Welch passes to Shepard Tanner, and that is one big play right there. He has to adjust the face mask, and then Welch calls his own number, powers his way in. Lancers on the board, touchdown. Now the 2-point conversion is no good. It's 7-6, Cavaliers going into halftime, and Mount DeSales takes this one 33-14. Putting the Cavs 1-0 on the season.
Well, I think my game's going to be a little bit more exciting than your sunset, but that was pretty good.
That was stunning, though.
It was.
Yeah,
it was pretty stunning. Another big matchup, Brookstone going into the Hornets' Nest to take on Westfield. Now, this game is already interesting because Brookstone has double the players on its roster that Westfield has. But at the end of the day, only 11 players are out there for each team, so which one came out on top? Let's head out there to the Hornets' Nest. The home squad, Westfield, running out for its season opener. And in the blue corner, it's the Brookstone Bulldogs, who are barking to get going. The visitors would get the ball first. High snap straight into the hands of the running back, Dylan Terry, who'd break plenty of tackles all the way down for the first. How about another? Terry through the defense. He just breaks a bunch. Every tackle. This would be a 9-minute opening drive from Brookstone. Ooh. Terry just grounded and pounded his way down the field and into the end zone. Look at that. Take your breather, young man. He stays on the ground for a second. He deserves it too. Carry the Bulldogs that 7-0 lead to kick things off. Then on the very next play, before the cameraman was ready, not sure who that was, definitely not me, the Hornets take it all the way home for their first points of 2026. Stone Sinclair on the kick return touchdown. A great way to start the day. The crowd energizing the team as well. Westfield will get the ball back for the first time on offense. Quarterback Brock Johnson finds Jacob Hack, the tight end linebacker, with a tiny first down celebration there. A couple plays later, Johnson takes the snap, rolls out to his left, dumps it off again to Stone Sinclair, who, look at this, tiptoes his way down the opposing sideline right in front of the Bulldogs for a 30-yard score. 2 touchdowns for the senior in his first game back. Coach Campbell clearly telling his guys, I want some more. End of the first quarter, Westfield on the 10-yard line. Johnson with the read option, waltzes into the end zone untouched. The baseball commit still dazzling on the football field, 20-7 Westfield. Brookstone would not go away, though. This might be my play of the week nominee. Bad snap. Terry picks it up for Brookstone, takes it himself, bounces off another, into the end zone, tumbles his way through the Hornets' Nest and into the end zone. Down 1 score. You can't make a mistake. Brookstone trying to get in it, and then you see that. A Westfield player clearly down, and then a late hit towards his head. It extends the drive for Westfield, puts the team in a scoring position. Johnson, the quarterback, runs to his left, and he gets a defender on him and throws him off into the hedges. Oh, you got to show this again. Look at this. Yeah. That was like me pushing all the flies away from my face tonight. Get off me. Into the bushes. Look at that. What a play from Johnson. Westfield to go on to score again. Go up 2 touchdowns, 27-14 at the half, and that lead would hold. Westfield walks away with its first win of the season, 33-28, in a close one.
GIAA score across Georgia. Flint River Academy took down Robert Toombs Christian 39-6. Still to come, we'll check in with the Eagles and Panthers as they prepare for next week's season opener. And it's opening night for FPD and Tatnall.
Right now, we kick off a new season of Fans of the Week. We got to hang out with everybody. Brentwood. How about our Milledgeville folks? John Milledge Academy. The Trojans were on fire tonight. What a great night.
You're watching Football Friday Night. The FFN scoreboard is sponsored by Zaxby's. Tonight's marquee matchup is sponsored by Dublin Chevrolet. And the Fan of the Week is sponsored by Robbins Financial Credit Union.
All right, welcome back. We're rolling into Barney Hester Stadium on opening night. The Tatnall Trojans in a throwdown with the Gatewood Gators. One young fan was very happy because Tatnall was on top 34-0 when I arrived.
And she had a fan.
Third quarter, Tatnall defense, Camden Brewer. Nice hit there. Tackling Bennett Haley brings him down. Then on a fourth down play, Chandler Cook reads it perfectly and brings Brady Haley down. End of drive for Gatewood. Tatnall offense, as I said, put 34 on the board in the first half. And these folks stay. We've got plenty more where that came from. Angelo Bellamy, 9th grade quarterback, a rocket to Judah Hopper. Makes a nice, look at the cut. Whoop! Back he goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Trojans crack 40-0 in the third quarter. They were on fire. Frank, I got to get better with my transitions.
That was a good transition. I like it.
Not good. All right, ensuing kickoff. Watch Tatnall's Blanton Jessup right here. Going to go for a ride and brings down Brady Haley. Nice tackle. Gators were able to drive it down the field. Sean Bennett was able to punch it in there for the touchdown to put Gatewood on the board. The Trojans have a little more in the tank. Watch number 11. Tate Morris, inside, outside, and then the speed down the sidelines. I'm on the field trying to track him into the end zone.
That was good.
All the way for Tate Morris. Impressive night for the home team. Tatnall wins it 47-7. Sammy?
Well, we'd love to have it back over here, Frank. And just a few minutes away from that game, the FPD Vikings host their first game of the season, and it's a battle of the Vikings. As St. Anne Pacelli comes into town, let's get right into it. We pick it up tied at 7 going into the second, looking a little similar to the first half of Mount DeSales. Teams warming up, hoping to make an impact. coming out of that locker room, and Pacelli receives to start the second half, driving down, and that is a touchdown by Christopher L. Starr Jr. Now, we do have offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct flags, and the touchdown counts. 14-7 FPD ball. Cash Walker hands off to Harris Everett, and look at him go down the sidelines, cooking. A big first down, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. Right back to Everett, and deja vu. Look at him go. Another first down for FPD. The crowd is loving it, looking to make it count. Cash Walker fires to Mason Garvin, and that's a first down, and hey, that didn't look right, and it wasn't. Unsportsmanlike again. Then we have Walker to Garvin right in front of me. There we go for 6. What a connection between these two. Touchdown in the corner. FPD ties it with 3 minutes left to go in the third. Now we skip to the fourth quarter. Perfect punt sets up Pacelli deep in its own territory. Sam Bryant gets the fumble recovery, and FPD makes it count right here with a Cash Walker to Everett connection. Another touchdown, and FPD takes the lead, 21-14, just minutes left on the clock, but FPD drops the home opener by 1. St. M. Pacelli wins 22-21.
All right, on the GHSA field, most teams kick off the season next Friday. That includes the Northside Eagles and Perry Panthers, but those two met tonight inside the Panther Pit on the scrimmage field. But before the game, very nice, Perry and Northside took a moment to recognize Deputy Cody Nelson for his heroic act in Wednesday's school shooting in Warner Robins. He applied a tourniquet to the student who was shot in the bathroom. Very nice recognition from both schools there to kick off the day. Our Alex Grondin was over there getting this video for us at Herb St. John Stadium. Early action here into the football stuff. Here the junior Benny Solomon gets a first down for the Eagles, and the Eagles got going early in this game. Although it was a scrimmage and no score was being kept per se, they stayed aggressive. Jaron Wims goes in motion. Sophomore quarterback Kirion Tate finds him for the touchdown. 7-0 start for Northside. The Panthers, the home team, marched their way down the field. Try going for it on fourth down. Senior quarterback Marty Cobb trying to find J.D. Arnett, but it's broken up by Broderick Humphrey there for the Eagles. Perry trying to bounce back defensively, and this may be a scrimmage, but how about this hit? Oh, by Kyle Jones crushing Tristan Harry. Sorry, Tristan, being on the other side of that hit. But Northside, they wanted to make a statement on their next offensive drive. Garmin Solomon, he was great all game. But how about this? 75-yard touchdown, marches his way down the field and into that red end zone right there. Perry needed to respond on the next drive, and after quite a bit of celebration from Northside, they have the opportunity. Cobb finds J.D. Garmin over the middle, ducks under a tackle for the score. Too many fourth downs for the Panthers in the first half, so they go ahead and try a couple field goals after finally getting a score late in the first half there. This one was going to be deep. Carson Camp, a 53-yarder, which just ducks under the uprights. That one was pretty close, so they say, all right, we'll try again. It is a scrimmage after all, this one from 46, and that one looks like it would be good from 60. Halftime, 14-10 Northside, but Perry would come back and win this game 24-14 at the end. Frank?
Many regular season scores tonight, so we're looking ahead to some of the big games next Friday. GHSA kicks off. Houston County and West Forsyth will play next week. Warner Robins and Veterans will meet. Valdosta will be in Gray to play Jones County, and Peach County and Perry in the Panther Pit.
Still to come, the FFN train rolls through Monticello and Dublin for opening night highlights.
And we're back in the classroom. Our first FFN quiz question for the 2026 season.
Fancy.
Brentwood War Eagles are looking to capture their third straight GIAA state championship. But they're not the first program to go for a three-peat. Name the last GIAA school to pull it off.
You're watching Football Friday Night. Tonight's quiz is sponsored by Jeff Smith Ford.
Mount DeSales. All right, quiz answer. Well, it was John Millage
It was John
Academy.
Millage, had it.
They won 4 in a row, 2019 to 2022.
They sure look good tonight.
They did. All right, we're off to Dublin, home of the Trinity Christian Crusaders. Tonight, Bruce Lane's crew meeting up with the visitors, a very good team from Briarwood Academy. Let's head to the field, and here comes TC. And here comes the visitors from Briarwood. Trinity Christian's first possession, Jude Evans looks for a receiver, but a host of Briarwood defenders. He made a nice run, though, tried to go right there. Crusaders go 3 and out. Briarwood turn to the ground game. Andrew Helton, though. Big play right there, number 99 with a stop in the backfield. Trinity's ball, Will Harris takes the handoff, ducks inside, ducks outside, down the sideline he goes for a first down at midfield, but the drive would stall. Briarwood back, Dominic Aviles up the middle, splits the seam, and it's taken down at the 1, but the Bucks would then cash in. Trinity possession, quick pass, dishes back to Evans.
Trickery.
He gains 10 yards, but here comes Briarwood. Cutler Fleming delivers a dart to Carson Calloway for a touchdown. The Bucks led 21-0 at the half. Late third quarter, Trinity cuts into it. Jude Evans looking. There's Mason Lane open for a touchdown. Good show of offense right there, but this is a strong Briarwood team. Cutler Fleming to Carson Calloway. Check out that move and watch this fella go.
The old Cutler to Carson move.
It's 80 yards. Scoreboard shows Briarwood comes out on top over Trinity Christian.
From the DUB to the rolling hills of Jasper County.
Thank you.
Rolling hills. That's where we find the Piedmont Cougars battling the Edmund Burke Spartans. There are some rolling hills.
I think there are.
That's really pretty.
Yeah,
this timing.
That's what I was trying to get across.
We start with the Edmund ball where quarterback Noah Hickman fumbles the snap, recovered by Brody Plunkett of Piedmont. And then we're going to have the first drive for Piedmont. Hey,
the old
make some
thunder
noise.
stick.
Yes, sir. Cooper Pounds rifles it to the defense. Edmonds Ryan Riddick. Oh, and this is going to set up their offense deep into Cougar territory. Noah Hickman under center because he's going to call his own number and just going to plow through defenders.
Ouch.
To get the first score of the ball game. Missed extra point puts Edmund Burke up 6-0. Next drive, Cooper finds Cohen Burrow for the first down, and the drive will end up stalling as they pass midfield. Edmund Burke's ball. Noah Hickman gonna lay it out to his receiver here. Sam Hickman, yes, to get him back into the red zone.
That was pretty.
Then one play later, the Hickmans find each other one more time for Sam to break through. Tacklers to get into the end zone. 13-0 Edmund lead into the half. After halftime, Piedmont driving in Edmund territory. Cooper Pounds gonna roll to his left, makes a guy miss, then loses the ball, and it's recovered by the defense. Let's go to the FFN scoreboard. Edmund Burke big over Piedmont, 36-8.
And some more matchups we're looking ahead to for next Friday night. Larry Persons, Jackson. This time in Jackson. West Lawrence will host Bleckley County. Howard and Southwest will play next Friday. And next Saturday night, Northeast and West Side.
Do we have a football Saturday night?
No, but that's okay. We'll cover it. Still to come, tonight's top play and our first rib rocker of the season.
You're watching Football Friday Night on 13 WMAZ.
Come on.
Yes, you are.
You're watching Football Friday Night. The play of the week is sponsored by Central Georgia Technical College. And tonight's Rib Rocker is sponsored by Ortho Georgia.
Hail, hail, the gang's all here. All right, our play of the week. Let's head out to Windsor Academy.
exciting.
Hey, what? Precision passing on opening night. Tucker Johnston, Joshua Butts, throw it to me. I got it right there.
All right.
Pretty good.
What a pretty way.
Okay.
See, I don't know anything, but
Can you do that, Frank?
no, I would hurt something. Yeah. All right, that is our
Look at that
play
lefty.
of the week. Perfection.
Right into the bucket.
All right.
All right.
That was pretty good.
We're going to the rock.
Pretty good. Oh, let's do it. The Rib Rocker. How about this one? Kyle Jones
Okay.
crushed Tristan Harry in this scrimmage between Perry and Northside, and Perry would win this game 24-14. But this one certainly an exclamation in that first half. Look at that.
That's gonna
in a
be
scrimmage.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, all right.
Good stuff.
Producer Luke, what is our out time?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know anymore.
0350.
50. Oh, we still have plenty of time.
We have a whole minute with you guys, aren't you excited?
Yes, we do.
We're so glad to
Our
be
phone
here.
lines are open. Caller, you're on the air.
And it's Adams, first
It is
FFN.
Adams.
Everyone say welcome to Adams.
Welcome
A great job.
Syracuse University, welcome
yes.
to your opening night football Friday night.
Yes.
You know, it was a good time out there.
It was.
I was out at Westfield down there. That was an exciting.
Weather was a
You get
touch
the
on the
game
warm
ball.
side.
Oh, the game ball.
that
The
might
game ball
have been
goes
the
to
game.
Adams.
We had 6 touchdowns in that first half.
It really, it was a highly scoring
It
game.
really
that
was.
was great.
It was
Some
great.
great action.
It was good.
All right, that wraps up our first show of the new season.
Hopefully some cooler weather next Friday, but I doubt it.
Probably not. We'll look forward to it either way, and we'll have you along as GHSA also kicks things off.
Thanks for watching Football Friday Night.
All right, indeed. Appreciate it. Have a nice weekend. Brief snippet from the Tatnall Band.
Not